work with people of different cultures, different backgrounds. You work in different countries where things are done in a different way. You are exposed to people who think differently from you. So all through my career, what I've realized is that diversity in all forms is very important. You need to be flexible, you need to be adaptable. If you embrace diversity, it can make good companies great.
Why do you think it is important to have more women at your office or at your factory?
Women are 50% of the population. And I think it's very important that they be allowed to play their full part in all forms of society, not just social, but also economically in companies, so that they can play their full part in economic life just as they do in social life. In corporate life as well, having that balance between men and women, each one playing their part. I don't think the role of women should be restricted to functions like HR and finance so that they can just be kept in offices. I think women should play their full role in a corporate life, in a company, and in manufacturing.
What are you doing to increase women at your factory?
What we're doing in Hindalco is that every year we recruit 150 engineers. And we started about 3-4 years back, and we were recruiting about 10 to 15% women. This year we'll be recruiting 160 engineers, and we are targeting 25 to 30% of them being women engineers. So what happens is that as you put in from the bottom line on the shop floor large number of women engineers, then over time, if you build the right environment, you will start to see the percentage slowly in middle management going up and ultimately in senior management going up. Where the rubber will hit the road is how, when these young ladies come onto our factories and our shop floor, how are they treated and how comfortable they feel. So this is why my earnest message and request to most of the middle line managers, because that's the crucial part. They have to become a lot more flexible, adaptable. They have to change the way they work. When they have women engineers, they will have to make sure that the way they communicate, the way they provide the facilities, way they give support, all that has to be done so that the women who first time come to a factory shop floor feel comfortable about that. As I go around our shop floor, I have now seen women in manufacturing, in the downstream part, like in Renokut at the hot mill. I have seen in the smelter shop floor. I've seen in our refinery in Utkal. We have lots of young women engineers working, and I'm also quite happy and proud to see that many of our managers really go out of their way to make that extra effort. The second myth they say is, Saab, anyway, 1-2 saal mein shaadi ho jayega and they will leave. Recently we told, and we have started to do in Hindalco, we have given husbands jobs in our factory so that the husband and wife can work, or at least in neighboring factories nearby, so that we can stop that shaadi karke chale jayenge. The third thing they tell me is that women cannot work in night shifts. I think the critical thing here is about security. The role of the corporation, the role of the companies to make sure that adequate security is provided. And most of our plants are inside our own boundary walls, and we can easily ensure. And I have had many young women engineers come and tell me that, you know, when you have a trouble in the night, we go to the factory floor and deal with the problem. So I think that many of these stereotypes are slowly being broken. When you have women in the workforce, this sort of shouting and intimidating type of management behavior is not acceptable anymore. Corporations have to do their bit to make the workplace and the environment a lot more welcoming to women. If a woman can fly a fighter pilot in the Indian Air Force, and if you can see the number of stereotypes that must have been broken, I think on the factory shop floor, I would think that the environment is a lot more easier than that.